Welcome to Fantastic Realm. This week we've got a new series for Wolverine and for the Flash. We see a brand new book from Kirkman in the shape of Destroyer, and the ongoing Superman series New Krypton continues. Because I was away last week and missed a couple of things, one of which is this, the first issue of Destroyer. This is a great new book from Robert Kirkman, and as ever, Kirkman picks a great artist to work with. This time it's Cory Walker. I love his slightly cartoony style, and makes this a really beautiful looking book. And as for Kirkman, he's done it again. This is a taut story with a really interesting protagonist. What we've got here is a guy called Destroyer. Right? And what he is, he's a real kind of ass-kicking hero, but he has a vulnerability which I'm not going to tell you about now because it'll kind of maybe spoil this book for you. Enough to know though that this is a really tautly told story, right, with great dialogue, and is at the same time in moments brutal, but also heartwarming and heart-wrenching at times. I really enjoyed this book, and if you haven't checked it out yet, you definitely should. This is Destroyer issue #1, and it's been on your shelves since last week. Geoff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver team up for this new book, Flash Rebirth issue #1, in which we see the return of Barry Allen. It's a great looking book, this. Van Sciver's fine line style is just beautiful to behold, and Geoff Johns as ever delivers a really interesting script. If there's a downside to this book, it's that you need a little bit of DC history, a bit of Flash history to really fully appreciate it, but don't let that put you off if you're a new reader. This is a great jumping on point for new fans of the Flash, and what we've got here is an intriguing story that sets up more questions than it offers answers, right? And it's going to be one of those ones that you're going to be wanting to follow over the next few months. So if you haven't already grabbed yourself a copy, it's pretty much sold out everywhere, but we've still got copies here at Fantastic Realm. This is the Flash Rebirth issue #1, and it's out right now. One of the most interesting things that's going on in the DC universe is what's happening in the Superman books, and this one maintains the quality. I've really been enjoying World of New Krypton. This is the adventures of Kal-El on the planet that's sitting in orbit opposite the Earth, yeah? 100,000 Kryptonians all training for war, and Kal-El's obviously there to try and make sure that it all doesn't get out of hand, and we see his struggles as he tries to do that. This is a beautiful looking book. Pete Woods is a brilliant artist, and this is a lovely book to kind of just look at, and I've really been enjoying it as it's been going along. So if you haven't already kind of been checking out World of New Krypton, then you really should. It's great stuff, and one of the best books that's coming out of DC at the moment. All right, it's on the shelves this week. This is issue #2 of 15. I love that they put the 15 on there, so you know how long you're going to be locked in for. Probably a year, but well worth the investment. I'm really enjoying this series. If you want to grab one, they're on the shelves this week. Been looking forward to this ever since we saw the promos. This is Wolverine Weapon X, as written by Scout Supremo Jason Aaron. All right, great art on this one by a guy called Ron Garney. Really good looking book. Do you know what I mean? Kind of a ethereal kind of a style he's got, but this is everything you would hope. Dark, brooding, tough. Wolverine at his absolute best. I've really enjoyed checking out this book. Right? This is definitely going to become a favourite book for fans of Wolverine, I reckon. So if you haven't grabbed the copy, make sure you do, because this one is sure to leap off the shelves. It's out now. Wolverine Weapon X issue #1. Something you'll want to check out from the trade wall is this, Class War. Originally out on comics in 2002, this was rated one of the best indie superhero series of that year. It's a beautiful hardback reissue of the first 6 issues, and tells the story of a US-backed superhero team whose leader goes AWOL and is extraordinarily angry at the government. Why is he so angry, and what will that mean? We find out in this book, drawn by a British kind of comic book legend Trevor Hairsine and written by Rob Williams. This is a beautiful book, and if you haven't got the original kind of series, or even if you have, you'll want this beautifully rendered hardback edition. We've got it on the trade wall right now, and you should definitely check it out if you've got the time. This is Class War, and it's out now. So loads of other great books for you to check out, including this week, issue number 69 on Max Comics of Frank Castle, The Punisher. Also out this week, the very brilliant and hopefully ongoing Captain Britain and MI13. This is issue number 12 this week. Warren Ellis has got a new series out. This is called Ignition City, and fans of Warren Ellis will definitely want to check that one out. The marvellous Lock and Key continues with Head Games. Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez's masterpiece continues with issue number 4. The very wonderfully wicked and hilariously twisted, if you're to believe the cover, Secret Six hits issue 8. Dark Reign continues with this Hawkeye mini-series. We get a new Deadpool series in Suicide Kings. Deadpool is very, very quickly becoming one of my favourite Marvel characters around at the moment. The Dark Reign continues with a new book called The All-New Savage She-Hulk. This is another 4-part mini-series. Marvel Zombies is back with Marvel Zombies number 4. More zombie action from the Marvel Universe. And for Captain America fans, there's this one-shot Timely Comics Captain America special that is well worth your interest. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week at Fantastic Realm. Keep sending us your comments, keep rating us, and don't forget, if you're feeling the show, let somebody know. You can buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store and see more videos, or join our online communities at Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. We've now launched the Fantastic Realm video podcast on iTunes, so feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget you can drop by the store to check out what we've got in stock.